Hey, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to Team VRY. Now, as far as smartphones go, the iPhone 11 is one of the more affordable iPhones that you can get in 2023. But is the low price overshadowed by the compromises on the smartphone? Let's take a look. Alright, so maybe you're in the market right now for an affordable iPhone, and with that said, the iPhone 11 is of course one of the cheaper iPhone models right now, aside from the iPhone SE 2023, but it does come with some downsides, although there's still a silver lining of sorts to this smartphone. Now, if you want to check it out, I will drop some links in the description below, and with that said, let's get on with this video. Now, the iPhone 11 does come with some disadvantages, which I just want to get out of the way with this video. So the display on the iPhone 11 isn't anything impressive. It's an older IPS screen with a low resolution, a 60Hz display, and it's not too bright, especially compared to most newer iPhones. It also runs in an older A13 chipset. It doesn't support connectivity for USB-C charging, and of course, there's no dynamic island, and you do get a wider notch. Additionally, the phone is limited to 4G connectivity, so you're not going to be able to get 5G data speeds on here. And of course, it does come with an older design, which is slightly chunkier than most iPhones nowadays. Now, if we were to base our purchase decision on these factors alone, then the iPhone 11 is something that you should definitely avoid. But at the same time though, there are some redeeming factors that might surprise you with the iPhone 11. Of course, in addition to the lower price, for folks just looking for the basics, there's a lot that this phone gets right. For one, it comes with all the iOS essentials, so you're gonna get AirDrop, iMessage, and FaceTime on this phone. And if you do own other Apple devices, then it's going to be compatible in terms of software features and connectivity. So it does work well in an Apple ecosystem, even though it is an older device. And this is all thanks to the updates that Apple continues to push out for the iPhone 11, including the latest iOS 17 software updates. So yeah, it's going to be able to support a lot of the newer apps on the App Store, a lot of the newer iPhone features that Apple has included. If you're looking to get an iPhone solely for the software experience alone, or maybe you're just used to Apple's devices and you're coming from a really older model and you just want to stay in the Apple ecosystem, then of course the iPhone 11 might be worth looking into. Now, as you mentioned earlier, it does come with the older A13 Bionic chip, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a terrible chip. Of course, it's not on par with the power efficiency and the overall performance of something like the A15 Bionic on the iPhone 13 and the iPhone 14, but on its own, the A13 remains a capable chipset. I mean, you're gonna get a pretty stable experience with day-to-day tasks. Again, we go back to the argument of getting the iPhone 11 for a no-nonsense iOS experience, and I do think that the A13 chip is going to be able to keep up with users who are looking to get an iPhone for these main reasons. And of course, one of the best highlights of the 11 is the camera performance. Now, as someone who uses a Pixel phone, the iPhone 11 is still capable of taking impressive photos. Of course, it's going to miss out on some newer iPhone camera features, but again, on its own, the iPhone 11 is a capable smartphone, especially for users who just want a device for casual mobile photography, social media photo posting, and stuff like that. And going over the list of disadvantages that we mentioned earlier, I think that the strength of the iPhone 11 remains in its identity as first and foremost an Apple device. If you're looking to upgrade from a really old iPhone, if you don't care for any of the newer features like Dynamic Island or USB-C, and you just want to stay in Apple's ecosystem for a relatively affordable price, then the iPhone 11 might be something to look at. With that said though, it's not the only affordable iPhone out there. I mean, the iPhone 13 is a lot cheaper now as well. You can probably get an iPhone 13 for a more affordable price if you do trade-ins, or if you look out for holiday discounts and promos. And of course, the 13 is going to be an overall better purchase than the 11. But again, if you're really dead set on getting the iPhone 11, think long and hard about it. But for essentials like FaceTime, iMessage, AirDrop, and stuff like that, the iPhone 11 will be able to support them, especially if you're moving within an Apple ecosystem. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on the iPhone 11. Should you get this phone or should you avoid it in 2023? Don't forget to check out our other videos here on Team VRY. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.